Welcome to Big Daddy's Storytime. We're reading from Walt Disney's favorite nursery tales, The Gingerbread Man and the Golden Goose. One day, Daisy Duck was very busy in her kitchen. It was Donald Duck's birthday, and she was baking him a special treat. She was baking him a gingerbread man. She had carrots for eyes and a cherry for a nose and three currant buttons down his front. When the gingerbread man was done, Daisy put him on the sill to cool while she went out into the garden to pick some daisies. As soon as she had gone, the gingerbread man jumped off the windowsill and ran down the path. Daisy saw him and she called, "Stop! Stop!" And Donald saw him and called, "Stop! Stop!" But the gingerbread man laughed and shouted, "Run, run as fast as you can. You can't catch me. I'm the gingerbread man." Out of the gate and into the field they all ran, and there was Goofy resting under a tree. "Stop! Stop!" he cried when he saw the gingerbread man and Daisy and Donald, but still the gingerbread man didn't stop. "Run, run as fast as you can," he called. "You can't catch me. I'm the gingerbread man. I got away from Daisy and Donald, and I can get away from you. I can." And on he ran with Daisy and Donald and Goofy close behind. Soon they came to the part of the countryside where Mickey was tending a gaggle of geese, and the gingerbread man saw the geese crossing on the road ahead, but he still didn't slow down. He kept right on running, scattering the geese as he passed by. Mickey yelled to him, "Stop! Stop!" But the gingerbread man only laughed and shouted, "Run, run, as fast as you can. You can't catch me. I'm the gingerbread man. I got away from Daisy and Donald and Goofy, and I can get away from you. I can." So Mickey, feeling hungry, joined the chase too. Around the barn they ran, and there were Chip and Dale swinging on a straw swing. "Time for tea," they said when they saw the special gingerbread man, and they called, "Stop, stop!" But the gingerbread man laughed and shouted, "Run, run as fast as you can. You can't catch me. I'm the gingerbread man. I got away from Daisy and Donald and Goofy and Mickey Mouse, and I can get away from you. I can." And he ran faster than ever, with the others close behind. And soon the gingerbread man came to a stream, and there was the big bad wolf, dabbing his toes in the water. The wolf saw the gingerbread man, and he saw Chip and Dale and Mickey and Goofy and Donald and Daisy chasing after him. "Jump on my back, gingerbread man, and I'll take you across the stream, away from all those greedy people," the wolf said. So the gingerbread man jumped on his back, and the big bad wolf started swimming. "Wolf, I am here to get, I am getting wet," said the gingerbread man presently. "Then jump on my head," said the wolf. "Wolf, I am getting wet even here." "Then jump on my nose," said the wolf. So the gingerbread man jumped on the wolf's nose, and gobble and crunch, the big bad wolf had eaten him up in a minute, which after all is what gingerbread men are made for in the first place. The Golden Goose. Once upon a time, a woodcutter had a son who was considered foolish by some. He was nicknamed Goofy. But as you shall see, Goofy became happier and richer than the woodcutter and all his other sons put together, for Goofy had a kind heart. Out in the woods one day, Goofy met a little old man. "Will you share your lunch with me?" asked the little old man. "Why, sure, happy to," said Goofy. "You are kinder than your brothers," said the little old man. "When I asked them, they refused to share. Look under that bush. You will find your reward." Under the bush, Goofy found a goose that had feathers of purest gold. Goofy took hold of the goose's leash and set off to see the world. Soon he came to an inn and sat down to a meal. Now the innkeeper was Scrooge McDuck, and Scrooge told an took an instant fancy to the golden goose. When Goofy's back was turned, Scrooge touched the goose, and his hand stuck to her. He couldn't get away. Angrily, he called Huey, Dewey, and Louie. Huey tried to pull Scrooge away, but he stuck to Scrooge. Dewey tried to pull Huey away, but he stuck to Huey, and then Louie stuck to Dewey. Along came Minnie Mouse in her best straw bonnet. She laughed when she saw the four of them stuck together that way. Ah, a new game! She cried and took hold of Louie, and then she was stuck. So Goofy had to take them all along with him. They did look silly. When they came to the village, they met Ludwig von Drake. "This is a preposterous, ridiculous sight," he snorted. "Why are you stuck together? I know how to solve this silly situation." Ludwig von Drake always spoke that way. But no sooner had he laid hold of Minnie than he too was stuck. Ludwig was very cross indeed, but yell as he might, it did no good. He was still stuck. So Goofy went on his way, followed by Scrooge McDuck and Huey and Dewey and Louie and Minnie Mouse and Ludwig von Drake. Now it so happened that the road led past a castle where lived a sad princess who didn't know how to smile. Her father, the king, had tried everything to make her smile, but the poor little princess grew more and more sad. That day, when the princess looked out her window, she saw a strange sight. There was Goofy marching along with the golden goose, and behind them came Scrooge McDuck and Huey and Dewey and Louie and Minnie Mouse and Ludwig von Drake, still muttering angrily in scientific language. The princess stared in amusement. Then a most particular thing happened to her. It turned up at the corners. Her eyes began to twinkle, and soon she was laughing so hard she could hardly stop. When the delighted king saw what had happened, he invited Goofy and all the others into the palace for tea and cakes, and he told Goofy he could have any reward he wanted. Grinning shyly, Goofy said that first of all he would like to have all his friends unstuck from the golden goose and each other. Since kings can do anything, that was very easy. Then Goofy said he would like to be invited to the palace every Sunday for tea, to be sure that the little princess could still smile. And that is how Goofy, with his golden goose, became very rich and happy, even though he was considered foolish by some. Thank you for listening.